Hello, so today I have with me the VBU Crossbody by Vera in the pattern Petite Garden. This is a newer style and pattern that's still featured on the Vera Bradley website. It retails for $60. I didn't pay that. I did find it on eBay and it was discounted, still new with tags. I bought it last week, just got it in the mail a couple of days ago, so I haven't had this bag for an entirely long time. I feel like since I've been using it as my everyday bag, since I've gotten it a couple days ago, I can talk a little bit about it. Of course, over time, as I'm using the bag for a longer period of time, I would be happy to get on here and do a more in-depth review. However, I did get a couple requests to talk about this bag and show it in comparison to a couple other small Vera Bradley bags that I own. So that's what I'm going to do for you today. It's also a what's in my bag type video, of course, because I do have all of my necessities in here. Okay, so first to talk a little bit about the pattern. Again, it's called Petite Garden. You have a really pretty, almost navy colored background with all of these different kinds of flowers in show on the bag. But one of the most exciting parts of the pattern is that there are hidden snails, and these snails look like Gary the snail from SpongeBob. If you don't know who Gary is, he is SpongeBob's pet. So, let's see. In the show, and I thought I would just bring up a picture of him because once you see the snail on the bag, then you'll realize how similar they actually look. So, this is Gary from SpongeBob. And unfortunately, the only snail that I have in the pattern placement on the front is actually hidden down here in the stitching. But you can see the light pink shell with the dark pink swirl and the tealish blue body. And that's basically Gary, which is really cool. But I do have a lot more snails on the back. You can see that they're pretty spaced out, which is why if you do have a smaller item, it's going to be sort of hard to see, or to get that snail in your pattern placement. And I do have to say the snails are my favorite part of this bag style, or not the bag style, I'm sorry, favorite part of the pattern for me, but it's definitely very beautiful with all the different types of flowers that we have going on. I think there is one more snail, or maybe a couple more underneath this flap. There's one, and of course the one I pointed at on the bottom there. But anyway, that's just a rundown of what the pattern looks like. Onto the strap, we do have that matching navy, I don't know if you'd call it navy blue, it's a little bit darker than that. It's showing up on camera as if it's almost a blackish brown, but that's not accurate. It's actually a very dark blue color. It's not, and I repeat, not the seatbelt material straps. This is, and I'm no fabric expert, it feels more like a canvas to me. So it's a little more, it feels a little more sturdy and less cheap than the nylon straps that Vera uses for some of their bags. Like for example, the Hadley backpack has not like a seatbelt feeling strap. This is not that. This is, you could tell it's not shiny. It's more of like a canvas. And I could be wrong about the material, but I just wanted to let you know that it's not the seatbelt strap. And this strap is adjustable. It can be adjusted to fit as crossbody or shoulder bag. I think I currently have it adjusted to crossbody. And we've got a little faux leather piece here, and I assume this piece is just to keep these two pieces of the strap together. I'm not sure what else that's intended for. This is the first bag that I've ever had that has that little faux leather piece on it. If you know of any other intentions besides keeping the strap together, please leave that in the comments. I'd be interested in seeing what that is. But since I have the strap almost adjusted to my liking, I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like on me, crossbody and shoulder bag style. So this is what it looks like on crossbody. So front view, there's the side view. I feel like the strap is perfect width for comfort. And as you can see, I still have lots of room to adjust. It can go all the way down to the bottom here. And just for reference, I am 5'2", and I weigh about 130 pounds. So that's crossbody. Now let's see what it looks like when it's in shoulder bag mode, which I haven't used it as a shoulder bag yet. So, okay. How do I do this? Oh, it's because that faux leather piece is chilling there at the bottom. I forgot that was there. So I'll just keep it at the bottom there and then put it on as a shoulder bag. So this is where it falls on me. Again, I'm 5'2". It falls right above my hip, basically. We still have a little bit of space till we get to my hip. But it falls right above my hip at a very comfortable place that I can put my arm over it. I can swing it to the front and kind of lean on it like an armrest, or I could swing it to the back and carry it that way. It's so cute. I just love the way Vera constructed this bag style. And since we're talking about bag style construction, I will say, and I'm not sure that Vera Bradley is listening, they're most likely not listening, but the silhouette person that you have on your website, the black silhouette that's wearing the bag, in my opinion, is completely inaccurate looking. To me, it made this bag look like it was the size of the Carson shoulder bag. And if you're familiar, that is a larger bag style, and this is somewhat constructed like that with the front flap. So just beware. The good thing is, though, Vera Bradley did put up a video of a model wearing this bag, and I could instantly tell that the bag was a lot smaller in the video than it was in the picture of the silhouette wearing the purse. It's just that picture was very inaccurate and made me think that the bag was going to be bigger. So just a couple tips. If you're interested in this bag or buying any Vera bag in general, and if they have that silhouette wearing the purse, just make sure you check the measurements. If they have a video of a model wearing the bag, watch that video, which sometimes that video can even be tricky because you don't know how tall the model is. You don't know, how much she weighs, and so sometimes it can be hard to tell what it looks like on the model even. But one of the most helpful parts of those videos is that usually they have the bag filled up with stuff inside, so you could see what the stuff looks like. So you get at least a brief shot of the model putting stuff in or taking stuff out of the purse, which I find very, very helpful. So that's just a suggestion. That silhouette, I know they've had problems with that in the past, and I've seen a couple people commented on it in Vera Bradley Buzz about that silhouette not really representing well how big the bag is. So just food for thought. So now that we've talked a little bit about the bag construction, let's talk about all the pockets that this has. And while we talk about the pockets, I have to say that both of the pockets that have zippers look like they're those ugly, rough, hand-scratching metal zippers. These are not those zippers. These are nice, soft, easy to use, and actually really pretty zippers. The one I have here is like it's like a yellow beige color, as you can see, and it looks like it might be one of those hard zippers, but look, it's not. Very soft, doesn't scratch your fingers. The little pull tab looks like the old Vera Bradley pull tabs, except that they're faux leather. And that goes for both of the outside zippers on the bag. And so that pretty zipper appears once more, and that is at the top opening of the purse. Beautiful. If Vera could go to using these zippers for all of their iconic line, that would be stellar. I would love it because I love these zippers. These ones, obviously, these are the zippers we know and love, the plastic, black or whatever color bag you have. Zippers are really, really nice. These are thicker, but they're very comparable in the way they feel, the way they sound, and the way they look is different, obviously, but very, very nice zippers. Vera, please continue to use these zippers. They are great. So we do have a front zippered pocket, and in this pocket currently I have a little moleskin notebook with some receipts. And just to show you how big this notebook is in comparison to my phone, which is the iPhone 10. So this is a really small notebook. I've been loved using this little notebook because it fits virtually anywhere. It even fits in my pants pockets, which is like rare because if you know, pockets for girls' pants and dresses and shorts and everything are unbelievably tiny, but these little notebooks can virtually fit anywhere, even in smaller bags, so that's fantastic. And I also have a pen in that pocket, and the pocket does go all the way down to the bottom of the stitching there. And I find these two items work really well in this pocket, so that's where I'm currently keeping them. When you open this up, you do have a beautiful hidden magnetic flap, or hidden magnet with the flap, which I love the hidden magnets. I'm so glad they opted for these instead of the magnetic snap. Don't get me wrong, I do like the magnetic snap a lot, but the hidden magnet I think is always the way to go. You can't see it, it's very strong, and I mean, what I have in here, and you can see it bulges just a little bit, doesn't affect the fact that the magnet finds its place every time, and it's super strong. So I love it. This bag basically checks off all the boxes for me for a perfect bag, and we'll keep going through that here. But yes, the magnet is right there, and then you can kind of see it in this one right here. You do get a nice big slip pocket that goes all the way down to the bottom of the bag, which does have a little bit of a round curveness to it. In this pocket, I currently have my car and house keys, and I think that's it, but I could definitely get more inside of that pocket. That's just currently what I'm keeping in there. There is which I didn't see this, where did it go? Oh, there it is. I didn't see this the first time. I actually just discovered this yesterday. But Vera Bradley does have their nameplate on there, and I love where they put it. They didn't stick it right on the front of the bag. They kind of made it hidden back here on the side. It is faux leather, and it's silver writing, Vera Bradley. Love it. There's so many things about this bag that I love, and I love the fact that they didn't slam a nameplate right here or right here. They kind of made it hidden back there. Great job, Vera. I love that you did that. I think that's a really good place to put your little nameplate or name tag or whatever. Doesn't interfere with the beautiful pattern that we have going on here in the front. And speaking of, I have to also mention that the bag is lined on the outside. As you can see, the piping, that's the word, the piping is denim. You can see there's some denim there. It goes around the front flap, it goes around the bag and the back, which I think is a really pretty touch and makes it so unique. Let's see, there's something else on the outside that I think I wanted to point out. Since we already talked about this flap, the color here is like a bluish gray, and it is cotton. It's nice and soft. We've got no nylon going on here. So even though it's not an interior pattern, I still like that it's cotton over the nylon, just because it's super soft and it's light in color. So you can see all of your items, and when you reach your hand inside, it's just a nice soft blend of cotton, and it's not crunchy sounding like some of the nylon bags tend to be. So there also is a sizable back slip pocket, which looks pretty hidden. It starts right here, and it does go all the way down to the bottom of the bag. In this pocket, I currently have my chapstick, but I also like to throw my phone in this back pocket, and it goes back there very nicely. It does stick out just a little tiny bit, but that doesn't bother me. As you can see, it is a bag that's a little bit rounder in shape at the bottom. A lot of the smaller Vera bags, as you'll see with my other two here, are like wider at the bottom and like taper up, like a teardrop almost. This one doesn't. It's thick at the top and thick at the bottom, which helps you accommodate more things. So I don't mind that it sticks out just a little bit there. And just to note, there is no hidden magnet or magnetic snap that keeps the back pocket to the body of the bag. It's just a slip. My cats are over there on the chair cuddling. Usually that turns into fighting, so if you hear like screeching cats, that's what that is. Okay, so we do have two square metal rings that are holding the strap together to the bag. I'm not sure that I mentioned that already. It doesn't say Vera Bradley on them or anything, but I just thought I'd point that out. So the bag unzips at the top, and I'm going to reveal quite a lot of stuff for a small bag. So I have basically all my usuals. These are my necessities, items that I would prefer not to go the whole entire day out and about without. My little Dove travel deodorant, sweet cinnamon pumpkin lotion, because it's basically fall, some Kleenex, my sunglasses, a scrunchie, which I usually keep 2 scrunchies, my other one's over there, Sunshine and Lemons hand sanitizer, and my ID case and lanyard by Vera Bradley in the pattern Heirloom Paisley. When I got this purse, I thought about going onto the Vera Bradley website and buying the matching ID case in it, but I thought, maybe I should wait till it goes on sale and actually utilize some of the ID cases that I have in my collection, because I love them so much, especially my fall-oriented Heirloom Paisley one, which I know is not a perfect match, obviously, but I think they still do go really well together. And I do have my lanyard on there as well. So that is all I have inside of the body of the bag, and you can see it opens really wide, and you've got lots of room to put even more than what I have in here inside the bag. We do have a little piece of what feels like nylon as the Vera Bradley tag on the inside. And there is a little white tag down here, and it just says Vera Bradley made in China, and it has a QR code on the back with their website. It doesn't have any washing instructions, but I assume since this blend is like a cotton blend, and to me feels very similar to, the cotton bags that they still make, even though this isn't a special VBU chambray collection, I assume that you could still wash this and be fine. I just wash it on cold, gentle cycle, and if your washer has the option, do rapid wash. I usually just do the shorter washing times and not like the 45 minutes to an hour, just so it's less time that your bag is being beat up in the wash. Someone asked me that too in one of my videos as a recommendation, how I would recommend washing my Vera bags. I do that with every single one of my used Vera bags that I buy off of a third-party site like eBay and Poshmark. I go through them, make sure there's no pens, there's absolutely nothing on the inside from the seller, and then I put it in the wash. I throw a Tide Pod in there, I use Downy fabric softener, and then I put it on cold, gentle, rapid wash cycle. The rapid wash is like 26 minutes or something like that. So it's done really quickly, and I take it out, I put it in my closet and let it dry. Usually within a day to a day and a half, the bag is completely dry and ready to use. So I assume that you could do the same thing with this. Actually, if you want to be extra careful, check the website. As I said at the beginning of this video, this is a current bag style, so they would probably have washing instructions on the website. So this bag also has an interior zip pocket, and a bulk of my items are actually inside of this zip pocket. And so if we unzip that, as you can see, I got a lot to fit in there, and there's actually still some room to get some more stuff in there, as you can see. So I do have my work business cards, which I'll just put off to the side there. Feminine product, medicine, oh boy, hair pick, got tangled there. I have my iPhone charger, a couple coupons with a Band-Aid, another Band-Aid, flash drive, floss picks, and my nail and nail clippers that I go everywhere with. And basically that's the bag. That's how many items you can get inside of this bag. It's amazing. To me, it is the perfect size everyday bag for your essentials. Of course, you can't fit like a full-size jacket in there. You can't fit a tablet inside. If I have a jacket with me, I have it either in the crook of my arm or I loop it in between the strap if I'm wearing it crossbody. And if I have my tablet with me, I have my backpack too, so I just put it in my backpack. Typically, always I have my phone with me, so I don't carry my tablet with me all the time, so it's not a big deal that this is not going to fit a tablet inside. This fits all of your regular necessities. So in the video, I also wanted to cover this bag in comparison to a couple other small bags that I have. So I'm going to put them side by side just to let you see what they look like, because this is a smaller bag. This is not the same size as the Cards and Shoulder bag, even though it looks like that on the website. So first up, I have my little hipster. This is the outlet version in the pattern Wildflower Garden that I believe maybe retired in 2016, 2017, something like that. So this is what the bag looks like in comparison. Immediately you can see that this rectangular shape does look a little bit bigger than the VBU Crossbody, but if we turn it to the side here, this one has got much more width on it than the little hipster. This is a slimmer bag. So I used this as my bag earlier this week, and then once I got this one, I switched all my items over into this one. All of the items that you see that I've taken out of my bag from this fit in here with more room. However, I was not able to fit in here my deodorant and my headphones, because my headphones are in like a little box over there. I forgot to put them in the video, but my headphones do fit inside of this bag as well. They're just rolled up inside of like a little pouch. So the headphones did fit in here, but it was kind of tight, but I took the deodorant out because with all of the other stuff, it was just tight, because like I said, this is a slim crossbody. It does bulk up, and personally the bulk doesn't bother me, but this one you don't have to worry about that because it's already a wider bag than the little hipster. Another bag that I have to compare is one of my favorites, the little crossbody, and you're instantly going to see it's not a lot smaller, but it's even smaller than the little hipster. It is a little bit wider though than the little hipster. Keep getting them all mixed up, like little hipster, little crossbody. The names are so close sometimes. This is the little crossbody. And you can see it's almost as wide as at the bottom, but it does have that teardrop shape going on where it's wide at the bottom and gets thinner at the top. So with this one, I could fit almost all of these items except the deodorant. The sunglasses were a little bit big with everything else, and the headphones. So this one, you could get everything inside with ease. And I'm gonna go ahead and repack this just so you can see again how much stuff I can get inside. Okay, so starting with that interior zip pocket, I'm gonna start with the feminine product. Actually, I'm gonna fold it this way because I think it's a little bit shorter. The medicine, hair pick, we'll put the band-aids and coupons in the front, we'll put the floss picks in the front, we'll put the business cards in the front. The charger I like to put off to the side because there's like a nice little side pocket for it there. We'll put the flash drive off to the other side, and I'll show you here in 1 second. And we'll put that in the back. Okay, there we go. So you can get a look at everything I just stuffed in there, because the nail clippers and stuff is in the back. And we'll go ahead and zip that pocket up. And then as for the main pocket, I've been standing my sunglasses up, but it can definitely lay horizontally and still fit okay. Now I've got my tissues. I'll go ahead and put my wallet with lanyard in there. I'll put my deodorant over in the corner with my hand sanitizer and lotion following suit. Scrunchie on the top. And voila. And I could put my headphones right in that back pocket back there. You can see there's still room in that corner where my headphones fit perfectly. And as you can see at the top, there is still room to spare. So, my thoughts on this crossbody, I love it so far. Again, I do want to use it for a little bit longer so I can get back on here and say, hey, I've been using this for a month or 2 months. This is what I feel about it. But right now, after using it just for a couple of days, I can tell you with my honest opinion, after running around with it, I went on a couple errands, I went to the post office with it, I absolutely love it. I love the width of the strap. I like the material, actually. I'm not mad about that canvas. It's really nice. I like all of the pockets and features. This definitely has more pockets than the little crossbody, which has just the one slip on the back. And it even has more pockets than this one, which basically this one has the front zip, that's the wallet, the main compartment, the slip, and an inside zip. This one has the flap with a slip and a zipper on the front. So it does have one more pocket than the little hipster does. And it just has that extra width for more items if you want to carry them. So I highly, highly, highly recommend the VBU Crossbody. Again, it's not a sale item on the Vera Bradley website. It's not retired. It's still current, and it retails for $60. Like I said, I found mine on eBay for a lot cheaper, so you could try to go look there for it. But since it's a relatively new item, you might find few and far between. But keep looking if you're interested, of course, or just buy it from the Vera Bradley website. But I just wanted to let you know, for those of you that have requested me talking about this bag, and I also wanted just to do a video in general because I knew once I opened the package that I was gonna love the bag and love the pattern too. So I just wanted to get on here and talk about it a little bit and compare it to two of my other favorite crossbodies, the little crossbody and the little hipster there in the back in Wildflower Garden, and then Heirloom Paisley's little crossbody. Obviously I still love these two, but because I can get a little bit more in this one might be topping my list. Still love and still going to use these, but absolutely loving the VBU Crossbody in Petite Garden right now. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.